I probably shouldn't have confronted him in front of everybody. The policeman confiscated the fake license plate, so I didn't have any evidence, just my ticket. Our boss rushed over while I was screaming at him. He was a pretty traditional guy, so he did not appreciate the string of profanities I hurled at Seth. He had to physically pull me into his office, where he accused me of messing up my presentation and blaming Seth for it. I tried to explain what actually happened, but he wouldn't listen. He reported me to HR, and he warned me that if I confronted Seth again, he'd fire me. I was by far his highest performing employee, but he had zero tolerance for workplace shenanigans, as he put it. I left his office fuming. I needed to get back at Seth, but I had to be subtle about it. I avoided Seth for the next few days until I came up with a plan. After everyone had gone home, I snuck into his cubicle and looked through his drawers. He had a whole stack of novelty license plates hidden under some folders. I had no doubt he'd try to mess with me again, but this time I'd be prepared. The next morning, I rigged my car. I bought a small die pack, the kind used in bank security, and wired it under my license plate. If anyone tried to tamper with it, they'd get a face full of permanent blue ink. Then I went into the office and stopped by Seth's cubicle to chat with another coworker. I made sure Seth could hear every word. Great news. They're giving me a second chance at my presentation. I have to head there in 30 minutes. I rushed into my cubicle pretending to get ready. Sure enough, I heard Seth rifling through his drawers. Then he ran off to the parking lot to do exactly what I expected. 20 minutes later, he came storming into the office, his face and hands covered in blue ink. Our boss asked him what happened, but he was so consumed by anger that he charged straight toward me. His blue hands grabbed me by the shirt and he pulled me close. His face was inches away from mine, and I could see the fury in his eyes. I'll sue you! That was an assault! Our boss had to physically pull him off of me. Once Seth calmed down, he realized he was screwed. If he explained what happened, he'd be admitting to sabotaging my car. With time, he would have been devious enough to come up with some excuse. But right then, he couldn't think of anything. All I had to do was walk over to his desk and pull out the stack of fake license plates. Our boss looked through each one, grimacing at the implied profanity. He seemed really offended. Seth was escorted off the premises that day. I'm still working at the company. I never landed that client, but I've signed on plenty more in the last few months. I think they're giving me a raise. Oh, and a few days after the ink incident, Seth sued me for assault. Not only did the judge dismiss my case, but he forced Seth to pay for my ticket.